We just finished calibrating the ESC, and it doesn't take a signal from the flight controller input. When you try to drive it through the flight controller, the signal isn't accepted by the ESC calibration. So basically, to calibrate, we had to set the set switch, hold it until the red light blinked, and then center the trigger for the neutral position on the throttle and press the set button again. At that point, when we were trying to drive through the flight controller, the red signal went off and no green light flashed, indicating that it accepted it. So we had to disconnect the flight controller, reroute the output from the receiver back to the direct to the ESC, and then it functions correctly to do the ESC calibration. Apparently that's the only way it can be done. So at that point we started the motor, held the set button down till the red light flashed, neutralized the trigger, pressed the set button once, the red light went out and one green light flashed. Then we pulled to full throttle, pressed the set button again and released it, and we got two flashes, green light flashes, and then we set the throttle to full brake position, pressed the button again and released it, and we got three full green flashes, and that indicated that the system accepted all three full range ESC throttle positions. So now you can see the wheels are quiet. Before we did this ESC calibration, they could take off at 50% power. That's why we have it on a mount here, and the steering servo is disconnected right now to keep it from jittering, because we need to set a couple of set points for that as well. Once we were done with the calibration, the ESC, we just simply turned the system off. Right now it's in the run mode, and if I press the throttle switch, wheels turn, and that's what we're looking for. So we're almost ready to manual test. We've got to do some steering servo test and some linkage alignments, and we'll be done.